This is an obvious spoiler warning. Do not watch if you have not beaten the campaign. Or, I guess just watch if you don't care. Also, I'm gonna get all the shameless plugs out of the way early, since I know it gets annoying for you guys. But I got gamer mouths to feed too. First, subscribe. Second, limited time champion merch we have with the Witch Queen and a Samurai Jack green and the Lucent Brood design in white with the Solar Arc and Void Hive, both covered in small details down to every single ink blot. Link to my store is in the description, or you can type what's on screen. Last shameless plug is that there's a new Twitch emblem that came out for Destiny, at EvanF1997 on Twitch, and link your Bungie to your Twitch. Gift 2 subscriptions and enjoy an amazing emblem. Okay, no more interruptions, enjoy the video. Lies, trickery, memory, false idols, new stakes larger than ever before. This is just scratching the surface at what Destiny 2, the Witch Queen, has brought to the table. We will save the entirety of the campaign for a separate video down the road, but the Witch Queen has brought the stakes and levity of a story in a live service game to another level. Never before have we seen Bungie take risks like this, and never before have we seen the Destiny community so united in the love for a story. Bungie went on the record to say that they wanted the Witch Queen's campaign to live up to games before, like Titanfall 2, Doom Eternal, God of War, and more. Does this campaign reach those heights? And how did the Destiny community feel about the ending? That last part is the main subject of today's video. Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. This is your obvious major spoiler warning early, and this is your last chance to click away. This is only focused on the big moments of the campaign that they showed us, and the ending, of course. Again, I am chipping away at making a video covering the entire campaign and all the story beats, since in my opinion, the campaign hasn't fully finished. You'll understand why when you beat it. Anyways, the story beats and moments. Let's get to it. Savathun stole the light and used the Guardian Osiris as a vessel to invade and learn our secrets. Savathun resurrected the dead Hive to give them our Solar Arc and Void abilities too. That is all we knew going into this story, one that would blow away my expectations completely and surprisingly would connect to the seasonal story all the same. Mars from Destiny 1 was the starting place, and Savathun immediately made her presence known. This mission would have us invading her throne world and discovering a lot of what players probably guessed was going on by the promotional material. That she got the light and that she had Light Hive. What we didn't expect was these damn mini moths. Holy hell, these things are annoying, and I can recall dying at least 10 times to these. How about you though? Did you get sauced by these little guys too? Let me know in the comments. Savathun got the light, and she constantly tells the players that they're intruding, almost like she knows who you are, but not at the same time. You'd think she'd be more familiar with you since she was a giant ice statue like, I don't know, 2 days ago. We lose her and are then pushed into the throne world with probably the best visuals I have ever seen from Destiny. It could totally be recency bias, but this to me is the best looking place I have ever seen in Destiny. Better than Europa, better than the Dreaming City, and even better than the Dreadnought. All those places still are fantastic. But God, look at this. Soon after the player is thrown out there into the throne world, the player meets a ghost named Finch, and he gives us some insight on what's going on. It's hard to trust Finch since he's a Hive ghost, but the story never goes deeper into him. It never goes deeper if he's untrustworthy or not. I figured there would be a moment where he slips us or purposefully gets us in trouble against his will, but there's really not. He's just a scared, goofy ghost. Finch leads the player on a clue quest to learn more about Savathun's memory in hopes that some clue can lead us to her death. There's so much going on here, and there's even more that I'll talk about in a follow-up video. But for now, just know that we learn a lot about Savathun and her family, including one of the cutscenes where we not only see Savathun and Oryx as they get their powers, but also the final sister is shown for the first time. Xivu Arath, making me think that we'll see her in the game sooner rather than later. We meet some more Light Hive on the throne world, fight some bosses that I won't really ruin, including my favorite spoiler boss with the intended mechanics. We even get to see our first look inside a pyramid. Yes, we have seen inside of a pyramid before, but nothing to this scale. And yes, we have seen a statue here or there, but nothing like mechanics, non-linear pathing, maze-like structures. It's just so tremendous. And Bungie absolutely knocked it out of the park on this one. Speaking of this pyramid, this one is on Europa, and this one was also the home of my original Veil theory. So the math was wrong, but the idea was right. Europa's pyramid is how we're supposed to learn about Deep Sight, a new mechanic in the Witch Queen to find platforms and obstacles around the throne world. It's more akin to the Tincture of Queensfoil and hidden paths in Oryx's Dreadnought. After this and more discovery, more memories being found, and more amazing missions featuring great bosses, we are met with one of the best reveals this DLC has had.
I saw the end before it happened. My own death, brought on by the separation from my power. And in these final moments, I looked to the sky. What is it the Guardians say? Devotion inspires bravery. Bravery inspires sacrifice. And sacrifice... Here we are. Wouldn't it be clever of you if after everything, you simply let me die? What a trick. Elegant. Is that it? If there is an answer, I don't hear it.
The Traveler was not in it just to save us. The Traveler is in the business of saving itself from the darkness, and resurrected Savathun to save itself. Savathun has killed thousands, had the Dreaming City overran, Osiris possessed, all of us tricked constantly. And now the Traveler wants her to be alive? After this, the other reveal on top of that reveal happens.
Incredible that I could forget something like that, isn't it? Such a storied life, erased. The light offers us a fresh start. But if we don't know where we came from, how will we know where to go? I'm so grateful to you for reminding me, for telling my story.
Wait. What is she talking about?
She remembers. We helped her remember.
Thanks for the memories, Guardian.
We have to leave.
It's just an amazing reveal, and something I would have never expected from Destiny, which has a history of pretty cut and dry stories. The narrative then goes into a Bioshock type beat, and Savathun reveals that we have been helping her get her memory back this whole time. If you don't know, when Guardians die, well, previously not Guardians die, and are resurrected as Guardians, they lose all of their memories of who they were before. But the Witch Queen is incredibly smart, and she strategically laid out spots before she went after the light where she could find her memory, or where we could find her memory. She set up all of this on purpose so that when she lost her memory, somebody, us, would help get it back. She was one step ahead of us the whole time, and now with the information that the Traveler was not the hero we all loved after all, she once again had the upper hand, and now her plans were solidified to kidnap the Light in the Throne World. And now Zavala, who was such a Light-only truther, slammed his fist down in disbelief over being lied to his whole life. Big surprise, buddy. We've been saying it for years. Stop believing in absolutes. Ikora brings up a way to extract a memory from Savathun's dead worm by using the darkness at the Enclave. And holy shit, it's a fantastic cutscene that changes everything we thought we knew about the Hive.
These frail siblings will soon be claimed by the light. Unless we claim them first, we will tell the most cunning sibling of Cataclysm, the prophecy of great loss. We will feed her fear, her pride. We will say, young Savathun, the end is coming. A great cataclysm. A gone wave. In the sky, there is only death. But salvation lies in the deep. Lead your sisters down. Your coming will spare their short lives. And you will be reborn, the Witch Queen.
They were tricked. The Hive were lied to.
Savathun was not going to die to something in the sky, but instead be saved by it, the same way that we were. And the honest worm Yule with the other worm gods were not so honest after all. Instead, the lie of the Great Salvation was to trick the Witch Queen herself into thinking she was fighting to save her people, when in actuality, she was hurting everyone else and would have been saved by the light. The light is still not perfect though. I mean, when the pyramids get close, it runs the hell away to new avenues. And it does pick and choose who it wants to serve, but it's a whole lot better than the darkness. Anyways, Savathun, with the light and her memories back now, tries to kidnap the Traveler in her throne world. And oh my god, this final mission is absurd. Welcome to the Ritual, the ultimate mission for Destiny. This one lived up to the hype fully. The player starts in a mad dash to save the Traveler, going up through the throne world step by step. Ikora dumpster trucks this ogre, who tried to walk out like he was Conor McGregor in the octagon. Once she does that, she then chaos reaches our way into the tower. Room by room and sequence by sequence, this tower mixes in puzzles to solve, portals to enter, enemies to die, and moths to get sauced by. I love the design here, as it reminds me of a mix between Doom Eternal's structures and Dark Souls-like lighting. I love that this tower adds the levity that we have been so desperately craving in Destiny, and I love even more that I got to experience this with my clanmates on the hardest difficulty, as this one really is no pushover at all. In previous videos, I have said that underleveled content adds so much meaning to the story this game tries to tell. Without a challenge here, a wizard can feel like a piece of paper, and without some challenge, the storied villain feels so overblown in the writing. This tower was no joke, and all the levels of puzzles were so much fun to learn with new mechanics on full display, and the satisfaction of crushing a hive ghost in your hand. Once through here, the player had to tunnel through another gorgeous piece on the tower, scaling up and fighting more hive. But let's be real, you're here for the grand reveal. This fight was no joke, as the Witch Queen had some moves that were really unforgettable. I'll say it now, after phase 1, this is the best boss fight Destiny has ever had in a story mission. One hidden detail I loved is that Bungie even tricked us with the health gate the boss had, showing that Savathun would have a gated health bar, but she doesn't. We call that one a trick for your fourth wallers. After the fight was over and phase 1 finished, we are not done. Savathun slows us down so we can't kill her ghost, and leads us instead across a bridge to fight her copies. Each one of these copies drop a glassbreaker buff to deposit, and break into the spell she is casting in her throne world to trap the Traveler. Once we kill some weavers that are trying to trap the Traveler in the throne world, and are teleported back into the middle, the truth is presented to Savathun.
These frail siblings will soon be claimed by light, unless we claim them first.
What is this? How did you?
We will tell the most cunning sibling of the Cataclysm, a prophecy of great loss.
No, that's not what happened. The Traveler never came to us. We were forced to choose the deep. How could I have missed this?
We will feed her fear, her pride.
Go on then. You know so much. Tell me who I am.
Savathun is presented with the lie the darkness gave her, and being one step behind for the first time in her life, it completely makes her vulnerable to us. After taking part in an insanely great fight inside Savathun's giant sentinel bubble, and one that I won't really ruin too much until the follow-up video, we eventually kill the Witch Queen, officially.
Isn't this interesting? I miscalculated. So did you, Guardian. So protective of your Traveler that you wouldn't let me keep it safe. But the witness is coming. The game is yours to play now. Yours to win or lose. Just don't say I didn't warn you.
No. Where did her ghost go?
Guardian, I just got the message. The Traveler is back in the last city. Is it done? Is Savathun...
She's dead. But her ghost got away.
Good enough. Hold your position. The Hidden are coming to secure the remains. Good work, Guardian. You did the right thing.
Now what?
Now, we prepare for the Witness and stop the next collapse.
Her ghost gets away, but she lays dead on the floor. She then tells us that the Witness is coming, and oh boy. Sound those fucking hype alarms.
Oh shit.
Holy shit.
Yo, it's fucking...
We have seen enough. The children of soul cry out for salvation.
Are those planets? Oh my
Promise
god.
them life, but deliver only death, as you have for so many before.
What?
Enough. Enough death. Enough life. You have no pieces left to place. The game is over. Do not be afraid.
What?
Your pale heart holds the key.
What the?
This time, there is no escape.
What the fuck?
Oh my god, bad chest!
Vale! Vale!
What is that thing?
Dude looks like Megamind.
Yo.
Okay. Gotta be honest, like I had a lot of ideas of what the Witness could have looked like. I don't think that was any of it.
Megamind. Hey, let me
Megamind, yeah.
Sheesh.
Is that the fucking Veil looking like Megamind right now?
What the hell is that?
Who the shit was
Holy
that? Who the
shit.
fuck was that? What?
What the hell?
What the fuck?
The Witness looks like something from the movie Prometheus if he was combined with Megamind.
You there! Yeah, you! Bring out the Black Mamba.
And I just love this design. It's so different and weird and just, it's so good. I've been seeing a few comments on how he looks goofy, but again, I like when entertainment gets weird. It's a lot more fun. I don't want something that looks like anything we've seen before, and it looks like Bungie doesn't want that either. We finally have a face for the Veil, and the Witness will be here soon. Will it be in the raid, or will it be in Lightfall? That one, I'll leave up to Father Time. Let me wrap up this tremendous moment in Destiny with some final thoughts. The Witch Queen is the combination of years of hardship in Destiny's story evolution. We have seen this game go from no time to explain dialogue, to big moments with no payoff, into bad character arcs, character deaths with reveals, foreshadowed villains, embracing the darkness, and now into a full-on masterpiece of a story. I loved all the twists this story provided, and I love that we get a taste of the true evil instead of a pyramid. I love that all of the Witness's hand motions are triangular too, that we even get to see other enemies that have embraced the darkness, the true faction war. I love everything about this so much, and I can happily say that if you are a Destiny player, that the Witch Queen should have slapped you the hell up to get excited for this franchise. I know that Shadowkeep and Beyond Light were both decent to good, but this is just downright amazing, and something I think everyone can agree to be excited about. Ladies and gentlemen, we finally are reaching the conclusion to the 10-year journey, and I couldn't be happier to have all of you with me. Anyways, that is the moment we just bear witness to. A turning point in destiny, and I encourage you to subscribe to stay up to date on everything. It also goes a long way in helping me. Thank you, and enjoy some bloopers from my run of the campaign.
Okie dokie.
Do you see this?
It looks like they're trying to establish a portal inside the pyramid.
Wait, I can save it. Grab my hand.